Hello everybody, my name is Starrapter. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm super excited to do a trailer breakdown for the brand new teaser trailer for Star Wars The Last Jedi. Frame by frame, we're going to go through this and I'm going to try to pick out some secrets that maybe you didn't see and try to just get an overall idea of what the heck is going on in this. So the first shot here is of Rey. It looks like she is on Ahch-To, the planet that she finds Luke on at the end of The Force Awakens, so she's doing some training here. Alright, moving on to the next shot here of Rey looking on the horizon. It's similar to Luke looking at the twin suns on Tatooine, but this definitely looks ominous. Could this mean she's going to the dark side in this movie? Just like a little bit of a clue? Who knows? So when I first seen this next shot, it reminded me a lot of Star Wars The Old Republic. You have these very powerful Sith and Jedi, and just the way that these particles are just kind of floating around her hand, like she's just about to emanate some very strong Force capabilities. So this next shot here is of Leia Organa, and she looks like she's in a different environment than we last seen her in, the Resistance base. This definitely looks like more of a capital ship, so it looks like they are preparing for war, and I guess it can only be assumed that it's going to be the First Order. Next up, we have the helmet of Kylo Ren. Now, this isn't on Starkiller Base because that would have been vaporized, so he has multiple of these helmets, and it appears that maybe he's not going to be masked anymore. His identity's kind of been revealed. Everybody in the Resistance knows who he is. Maybe he had another rage fit where he's just going and destroying everything. I guess we'll find out more. So this next shot is very interesting. It reminds me of the crustacean kind of world of Atollon that's in Star Wars Rebels, and that's where they have this one creature called the Bendu who is Force sensitive, but he is neither on the light side of the Force or on the dark side of the Force, but he likes to say that he's in the middle. So this next shot here is of some kind of ancient tome, but if you look at the symbol, it looks very similar to the symbol of the New Republic with that shining star in the middle. So we know that Luke Skywalker has been going all across the galaxy trying to find knowledge of the Force. So is this him finding another relic? Okay, so in this shot we see what looks like Rey training with her lightsaber, and then we have that figure over there who could also be none other than Luke Skywalker. Now this shot at first, I kind of just glanced right by it, not even thinking anything than a bunch of ships. Well, if you look all the way in the distance there, it looks like we have walkers, so that is really cool. I like the idea of that. However, I can already see it now that people are going to say, oh, this movie is like The Empire Strikes Back because now we have walkers. So, I don't know. I mean, if they could do this completely different, this battle, than the Battle of Hoth. And this is still on the same planet from what it appears. These are really interesting. When I first seen this shot, I thought these were pod racers, but then if you look closely, it looks like they are dragging something in the dirt, which is setting off that red kind of sand. But this is our first shot of what could be a new planet in The Last Jedi. It looks like it's a very arid wasteland, maybe a cross between Jakku, Jeddah, and Tatooine. It could be one of those planets. I'm very interested to find out, and I just like the design of these vehicles. Really interesting. Here we have Finn, who we all know survived somehow, and he put out, John Boyega put out this Instagram post a couple months ago talking about a biohexacrypt or something of that nature. I think maybe that's what he's in right here, because maybe with his back being slashed up by Kylo Ren, he has to do some kind of extra medical therapy, and maybe he has to go in this like medical tank kind of thing to kind of speed up the recovery, maybe. I don't know. Alright, so here we have the dynamic duo that was such a win in The Force Awakens. We have BB-8 and Poe Dameron. I hope we see more Poe Dameron. Looking at this environment, it's definitely on some sort of ship. We are not on the Resistance anymore. Obviously, they have to be going to war because there are sparks flying and everybody is in high gear. Every time I see the Millennium Falcon in any kind of trailer, I automatically go crazy because it is just so iconic. And it seriously is kicking some ass here with taking out a TIE fighter. I can't wait to see, and I wonder who's actually piloting this thing. So here we have Rey, and this shot here definitely evokes some kind of hatred and aggression coming out of her. Now, if you remember at the end of The Force Awakens, she definitely channeled into a little bit of that aggression at the end there, trying to take on Kylo Ren. So is this going to be a problem for her to kind of just keep going out in emotions? Here we have Kylo Ren. You can see he's not wearing his helmet, and he's got that scar. So in the last couple shots, we did see that helmet on the ground. So maybe he's just done with the helmet. Like I said, he's just, maybe that thing obscures his vision a little bit. He says, I don't care about my identity. Everybody knows about me by this point, so F it. I'm going to just go for it. Okay, for this one here, it looks like we have Luke Skywalker and R2-D2, and it looks like in this trailer that Luke Skywalker sees whatever this burning building is and just kind of falls to his knees. So something very important happens here. And we actually seen this from a different angle, it looks like, in the Force vision that Rey had in The Force Awakens. And moving on to the next shot here, it looks like it's from the same scene with Luke. It is Captain Phasma and her First Order troops just blazing the entire place up, setting everything on fire. This shot made me extremely excited because we didn't have an epic space battle in The Force Awakens. Well, it looks like they're pulling out all stops on this one. We have these new kind of frigate looking ships. We have X-Wings, but we also have that ship on the left side, which I couldn't get a clear glimpse of, but it almost reminds me of a Jedi starfighter, so that's really interesting. And I think if you're looking at the planet, it could be Dakar, so maybe this is like the Resistance / the New Republic's stand against the First Order, because during the panel, Rian Johnson spoke about how now there is no government for the New Republic. The Hazian Prime, their capital, has been destroyed, so now it's in flux. All the New Republic is in flux, and now it's the time for the First Order to strike very heavily, very, very hard. So now it looks like they have to defend everything here. So here we have the final shot of Luke Skywalker. I'm not sure if he's on Act 2, but what really hit me the hardest out of this entire trailer was the dialogue about how Rey talking about how she feels light in the dark, and he is saying there's much more than that. And he's saying the Jedi have to end. So what the heck is he saying? I'm thinking that through all his exploration over the last 30 years or so, finding these Jedi temples, going out on his own, he has found that the Force does not have to be pigeonholed into the Jedi and the Sith. He has found transcendence above those kind of organizations. Plus, maybe this also has something to do with the Sith too, I was thinking. The Sith aren't at this point of time here. However, we always know that whenever there are Jedi, there are Sith. So maybe if he just takes out the Jedi out of the equation and the Sith won't exist anymore and they'll have peace in the galaxy. I don't know. If you're thinking about other people in Star Wars that have Force abilities that aren't Jedi, for instance, Ahsoka Tano from Rebels and Clone Wars, she is no longer a Jedi. She is just like a neutral Force user. Maybe that's what they're going for anymore in all the canon. They just are talking about that it's not just Jedi and Sith that harness the Force. So what are they doing? Like the new Jedi? I guess we'll find out. But that is the last shot, and here is the great poster that they also released with the trailer. You got Kylo Ren, Luke, and Rey. Really badass looking poster. So that's going to do it for my trailer reaction for Star Wars Last Jedi teaser trailer. Did you find anything that I missed? Let me know in that comment section below. Also, it's Star Wars Celebration during the time of this recording, so I'm doing my best to upload everything from trailer breakdowns to trailer reactions. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'm Starrapter. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you always. So did you like the video? Then make sure you rate it a thumbs up, and if you did that, go over there, hit that Starrapter head to subscribe to my channel. Doing so will keep you up to speed on all of my latest content. Speaking of which, you can see a couple of my recent uploads down below. I'm also on social media, so what are you waiting for? Let's start nerding out.